What is going on, Space Marines? We got a big update about the game itself from the developers, from all the questions that they've asked, and you submitted a form. Well, here is the best things that they went ahead and read through, and they compiled them as one post. So we're gonna go over to. It's gonna make a lot of changes between PVE, server issues, PvP, bots not doing their own thing, and so much more. Let's dive into it right now. First thing, we're gonna jump into the connectivity issues. A lot of you guys always experiencing that biggest issue, and I think this is the biggest issue everyone is experiencing. I don't know if it's everyone, but I know a lot of you guys are having, where it just pretty much makes the game very frustrating because you're in there trying to log in and it takes about 10-15 minutes, and I'm not even joking about that. Next up, we have the AI bots not doing their own thing. So they're going to be able to buff them up, not just in the PvE, but also in the campaign. So they're going to, not in, when I say buff, meaning that they're going to make them in a way that they are more relevant. So in the next patch, we're going to be able to see something to that effect. Now, the campaign, once again, you're able to see here, bots are not doing their own thing, and the mode, which is going to be the veteran. So they're about to help us out. So if you're running solo, don't worry about it. Now we got some balancing in the PVE. The one of the biggest questions is it is of course about the Melta. So the bolt rifles family underperforming while the Melta gun is considered OP. Let me know in the comment section below. Are you running this gun most of it? If you're on tactical and Vanguard, I think those are the only two classes that are able to run it. But it's just, this gun is just too broken because what happens is that it goes beyond your contestant health. So if your contestant health goes halfway, sometimes you're able to get it back like 3/4 of it, which is crazy. It's game changing for whoever is using it, but that is going to change in the future. Something about the blocking with weapons and the trades, and also the parry window is not there, so they're going to make that change along the way. And now we got some quality changes, as you're able to see here. One of the things is that you've asked to be able to have several of the same class operations mode. There is also frustration of matchmaking when two players want to be in the same class. And that is very, very frustrating because you're trying to log in and there's another Vanguard or there's another tactical or heavy, and it seems like, okay, this is going to go on forever. So yes, a fix like this is going to need to be done as soon as possible, and this is on top of their priority. So expect that in the to be able to be fixed. But we are also considering in an expansion to private lobbies in the future. It will take us some time to finish it. So this probably frustration is going to continue until they are able to fix it. Now, this one is a really good one. Now, imagine you're playing the whole entire game and you get bumped out. And this, I know this has happened to you guys, that you get kicked out of the game because someone else wants to let in their friend, which sucks, and then you lose your XP. It's happened to me various times. And so I know it has happened to you. So they're going to implement the following. So it's going to be based on the actual involvement of the mission. So if you were able to complete 3 parts, 4 parts, but it sucks if you get kicked out towards the end, because well, guess what? Towards the end is when you get the most XP, which is very unfortunate. But I mean, I guess something is better than nothing. The next one, we got save loadouts are not working. This is not their priority. About, it doesn't say the perks. Now about PvP, matchmaking. You have suggested making it possible to tag as a squad of 6. We understand this need. We want to add custom PvP lobbies and give players control over the match. For example, frag limit, classes restrictions. It's not easy to make this. And it takes some time. So please bear with us while we work in it, and we will let you know once we are able to have a clearer visibility on when will be released. So that is coming in the future, not now. So it's 5 months, something like that. Now balancing, it is It was brought to our attention. Shot grenades are just OP. They're destroying everything. Also, many of our consider melee to be underpowered. Assault is considered weak in PvP. Bulwark is overpowered and capture the zones, and heavy overpowered. It's just OP. Too much damage in a for its durability. Regarding the PvP balancing, we are currently reading and crunching the data. We don't want to make a rash decision because seeing the global picture at the moment, we are checking the most common topics such as melee balancing, shock grenades, bulwark, and heavy being present in the capture game zone. Expect some tweaks in the first big content patch, but not before. So we're going to get some few little patches, and then eventually we're going to get a humongous patch that is going to be fixing a lot of those things. No team balancing for matches creates unbalanced matches. Several matchmaking matches in a row. We have heard it many times, and we improved the future patches are looking into it. Spawning locations. This is will tweak some parameters in the future that we will be implementing spawn locations. Yes, that will definitely help a lot for those that love to camp. That is something that needs to be implemented as soon as possible. Most upvoted topics on focus together. Are we getting new colors and lenses? New lens are planned for coming soon and next big patch. You ask to pick a Chaos Space Marine Legion you want and for every class. There are many lore restrictions preventing us from doing this. For instance, we cannot make a sniper with a World Eater armor. It is very tricky to match armor pieces for Chaos. Armor pieces have different sizes, styles, will clip through each other, etc. Also in PvP, it is important to be able to be recognized enemies class, and we want to keep the visual identity of each of them. Now, we will not keep it as it is and would like to expand chaos customization, but reality is that we won't be as modular as loyalists. Many of you have asked for new classes. Definitely something that are looking into it, and something that such as PvP chaos model variant animation set. Depending on what we will keep you updated about this topic. So no really confirmation about this. Missing armored colors, we aim to expand a specific color masks such as hand decals, face masks in upcoming patches. We will be adding all the successor chapters eventually. So that is something that is coming forward, and we got a few more adding new melee weapons. Guess what? New melee weapons will definitely be extremely cool addition. Making weapons and designing them it is fine, but we need to make all finishers animations for it. It will take some time, so expect that in the near future or very far future. Customizing your marine's face. Oh, I like that question. Not a quick fix, but we will be have an option to change the marine's face, optimizing PvP crossplay. We need to time to discuss the custom PvP lobbies, which will solve a good part of the issue. The Thunderhawk customization during full battle rage and Thunderhawk customization, it is very cool, but not up to its priority list. We prefer focus our team in creating new maps. So that is something that we're not going to be looking in the very near future, but they're working on new maps. So that is a even better way. Now, Pyro Blaster in PvP and PvE, we will add a bid if you it says we will add it, but it will take time. So all these things are going to take some time, guys, pretty much. So able to customize the AI squad mates, still in discussion. Daily custom armor profiles, but still not there yet. And FOV, yes. FOV and sliders right shoulder map. FOV is not something we are comfortable with. It is a degraded visual aspect of the game, and on top of that, it is very complex. Our game is first-person shooter. Our game is not first-person shooter, so I understand why that's happening. So in cinematics, constantly changes position, so it's pretty much is not gonna look good. There's pretty much just that's what the same. They need to do a lot of work to it. And they rather see the animations and transitions because everything in melee combat was made based on the fact that you hold the pistol in the left hand and the melee weapon in the right hand. So there you go. Get rid of the class restriction on the cloaks toolbars. They are part of the class identity. You get to recognize the sniper because of those elements. Iframe gun strikes, which is the last one, and it says a gun strike are risk rewards action and very easy to spawn. We especially did not put in an iframe on it to balancing reasons, and we're not looking to change this extension. So there you go. Those are all the questions and answers. I went ahead. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn notifications to all, and let me know out of all these questions, which one do you think is best? Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next video.